Hello, Nova Nation. It's WXVU Sports Director David Szczepanski with you outside of the Finneran Pavilion. Time for a preview video. Villanova versus Georgetown tonight, and it's going to be a very memorable night tonight here at the Finn, as Villanova will honor the legendary life of George Raveling with events here at the Finn. There'll be a screening of the documentary about his life at the Conley Center at 4 p.m. So Villanova will honor him tonight, and Villanova is looking for a win on the court, taking on the Georgetown Hoyas. The Wildcats looking to bounce back after a tough loss to St. John's at the Xfinity Mobile Arena this past Saturday. And Villanova now 14-4. The Wildcats looking for their 15th win. And that was a game that Villanova just struggled defensively, especially in the second half against St. John's. Allowed 50 points in the final 20 minutes. As for Georgetown, this Hoyas team is coming into the game with an overall record of 9-9. The Hoyas are just 1-6. And to be fair, they have underachieved expectations so far this season under Coach Cooley, a team that was predicted to make a March Madness run or at least get into the tournament. Georgetown has a lot of work to do to get there. In fact, the Hoyas have lost 5 consecutive games. They started out the conference slate with a win against Marquette. That was a good win for them against the Golden Eagles, but after that, Georgetown has really struggled. In fact, this Georgetown team combined in quad 1 and quad 2 games is just 1-8. The only quad 1 win was earlier this season in the middle of November when Georgetown defeated Clemson. So it was a long time ago. Georgetown has really struggled in quad 1 and quad 2 games this year, and also Georgetown has a quad 3 loss to Xavier as well. So this Georgetown team has struggled overall. Their offense, though, is still really good, and that's the one thing when you look at the record, it may kind of fool you a little bit. The offense for Georgetown is really strong. They average about 76 points per game. KJ Lewis is the leading scorer. He's averaging 14 points per game and also more than 5 rebounds per contest. He's a transfer from Arizona. He's a guard. He's played well, averaged double digits last year, has played well in this Georgetown system. And then also they have Malik Mack who returns. He's also a guard, averaging about 14 points per game as well. And the thing about Mack is that he really struggled offensively against Villanova last year, but I expect that to change. Obviously no Thomas Sorber, no Jaden Epps this year for Georgetown, as Sorber went to the NBA, now playing with the Thunder. So this is a little bit of a different team, but Mack is back, and in addition to that, like I said, Lewis has played well. And the offense as a whole has shot the ball fairly well from the field. They're about average from behind the arc at about 31-32%, but Georgetown does a great job at limiting turnovers. Top 20 in the country at turnover percentage. They only average about 9 turnovers per game. Now defensively, that's where the Georgetown Hoyas struggle. They give up about 74-75 points per game, so almost as many points as they're scoring. Their three-point defense is definitely well below average. They allow their opponents to shoot about 35% from behind the arc. They don't do a good job at forcing turnovers, so that's really kind of the key in this game for Villanova offensively to really kind of take over. And the way that the defense played against St. John's the other day, I expect Villanova to be much ready to go, especially offensively in this game against Georgetown. And Villanova definitely going to be favored to win this game, but a game that the Wildcats definitely have to take advantage of against the Hoyas tonight at the Finn. So hope you can join us. Our WXVU pregame coverage will begin at 6:30 p.m. 7 p.m. will be tip-off from the Finn behind me. So again, a game that Villanova should win, but the Wildcats definitely will be tested with this Georgetown offense, with Lewis, Mack, and all the weapons they have. But offensively, I think the Wildcats should be pretty good to score a lot of points. I expect this game to kind of be in the mid to high 70s, maybe even a little bit higher than that. Georgetown is very similar to Providence in terms of where they rank in the rankings and the way that the offense has been really good, but the defense has struggled. So thanks for tuning into this preview video. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cats!